So yesterday I was showing you some images on my face. Now this right here is a symbolism that they just created. Notice how it looks like there's a cage or a dome over, and picture the bottom part here is earth down here in the ground, and picture this is the dome above. Now these symbols I think are Hebrew symbols that are being played out here. Now notice her hair. They look like they're horns that are twisting, kind of, right? Well, Ruth Ginsburg is a Supreme Court judge. See if we can go back here. She's this woman right here. Notice that she's in, I think this is copper right there. Here's a statue dressed as Ruth. See, now this one right here, the child, is kind of interesting because the child stands in front of the golden bull in front of the stock market. She stands like this right in front of the bull. It's probably saying justice, because remember at the time of Moses was up on top of the mountain. Remember the story about, I think it was Abraham took Isaac up to the top of the mountain. He was going to sacrifice him until God and the mighty angel had stopped him and told him to take the ram that was in the thickets, because there was a ram behind them stuck in these thickets. Well, if you think of thickets, think of thorns, crowns of thorns. You think about Jesus, he's a ram, the sacrificial ram. He has a barbed wire around the top of his head, or those crown of thorns. Now, when you look at Ruth Ginsburg, the Supreme Court judge, is really quite interesting because, and then when I looked at this on my face yesterday, day before yesterday, because there's a guy right here, which I'm not sure. Yeah, right there. You can kind of see him. It's interesting because this one, it looks like he's got his arms out open, but there's something right here, like a staff or something. Should be able to see him right there. But then when you look down here, so you can see him better right there from that perspective. I'm still trying to figure out this other part right here, though, because these look like hooves or something. Or no, these look like hands. Something to that effect. So anyway, going down here to my lip, do you see how the horns come around and twist? Come around and twist, just like Ruth Ginsburg, right? And I was like thinking, I wonder if this is representing her. This has been on my mind most of the night, tossing and turning last night, looking at this ram in my mind and thinking and getting the image or the thought of Ruth Ginsburg. And I'm like thinking, I wonder. And then we've got this right here, which looks like an ankh. And I think I seen something over here as well. But anyway, so we have this right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So let's back out of this one and go to the one I updated. I even put it on my, because you can see him better in this one. Isn't that awesome? And then over here, I noticed you can see what looks like Ra, the god Ra. Is that interesting? A falcon head. And then I wonder if that's like Moses or something. Isn't that interesting? And then, because remember, Moses did the Ruth Ginsburg kind of thing. Did the book, wrote the book of Ruth, and this little, it looks like there's this little head here too. But you know what it reminds me of as well? The emblem of a car. What is it? Um, I got the brains. I got the Pet Shop Boys. You got the looks. Let's make lots of money. Money! Opportunities. Pet Shop Boys. Let's make lots of money. I've got the brains, you got the look. Let's make lots of money. Okay, there's a. Let's see here. Where is it at? Images. Where is. Oh, videos. Like this. Like the hood of the car, the mount right there. It's kind of representing that because remember the one that they had, where is it? That commercial, they just did a commercial about this where it shows a Allstate, or I think it was Allstate. Sorry about that. I think it was Allstate. I got the brains, you got the money. So it's the front of the car. It's the mount on the car, which is quite interesting because I was thinking of the mount on us, on our bodies, as the nose, because the nose is mounted on our face. Where is that? I can't believe that I can't find it. This one right here. Yeah, let's pull this up. Well, no, it doesn't show. It shows this black guy in, I think, a silver car. That's not what we want. How come they're not showing it? They're not showing the car. Okay, let's just do this. Allstate. Oops. Allstate commercial. I got the brains. Okay, maybe this would be better. I think it will. Oh, here we go. So I want to try to get right here, the front of the car. So this is representing our soul, our silver soul, which I wonder, and then we are the driver. So the car is our body, right? And our soul is leading the way. Kind of interesting. But then there's this difference about a mount, because I'm hearing a mount up on the mount. And remember that our head is the mount, the burning bush, the apple, the crack in the apple, the split. but I think this is fascinating. But there's something else playing out here that I haven't figured out yet. And it's mainly because of this part right here. Oh, I think that's what I was thinking the Ankh was. But what do you guys think? Oh, I should show you um, the Book of Ruth. It's the 8th book, I think. Book of Ruth. And I think it comes right after Judges. Yeah, the Book of Ruth includes the third division of the writings in Hebrew Bible. It's between Judges and Samuel. Land plays a large role in the Book of Ruth. Land does. Land, okay, justice of the land, Supreme Court. First, Ruth establishes a physical connection with her newly adopted land as she gleams in Boaz field. The Book of Ruth is one of the most loved stories of the Old Testament, yet sometimes it remains just that, a story from which some readers gain little in way of doctrine or application. Ruth was a Moabite woman, not an Israelite. Despite this fact, the Book of Ruth shows how God demonstrated kindness to her and blessed her several times. And when we look at the image here, it's like she's like a mother. She's like in charge of the world, because this is like a dome or an egg shaped kind of system here. And notice part of her's in it, and then part of her's outside of it. It's like her land, I bet. Isn't that interesting? See, everything's got a purpose, and everything that they're doing has got a reason. And she's got a golden body, like the golden age. But when I was noticing that and thinking about that last night, I was like, there's more to this. Oh, I want to look from this perspective, because you can see it right there twirling. But remember, I was telling you there's a lot going on right here, especially with this dark piece. Now this over here, I'm still trying to figure out. There's something here, because you can see like a square figure, and this is interesting. This looks like a flower right there. Oh, there's this female on the left side. I wonder if that's Father and that's Eve, because she's on the left side of him. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. Plus, there's this guy's image right here as well, but he's like got this pointed face. Actually, it looks like there's somebody right here with a cone, like Daniel, cone-shaped head, and then on a larger scale, it looks like this is a big face as well. I don't know. There's just, as I said before, they're layered upon layered, but there's something going on here. Now, I wonder if this has something to do with the ram. I wonder if there's something on my chin, like that cage. That's interesting. That's interesting because that looks like a leg, and that looks like a leg. That looks like a head. Isn't that interesting? I just noticed that. And then this kind of looks like a dome area. I don't know. I just think it's fascinating. And I'm glad I caught it or seen it, because I think this whole thing is just amazing of what's playing out here. So he was there. There she is right there. And I think there's that wheel right there that was showing you. But there's more playing out. But that's what I wanted to focus on today. And focus on Ruth Ginsburg, the Supreme Court judge.